welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. This is going to be an alignment reading for the month of May for fire signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising, so Aries, Leo, and Sag. I decided to do an alignment reading for the month of May because it is such a big month for transformations. There are so many changes coming up for people, big ones, like lots of big shifts happening. And so I wanted to do an alignment reading for the month, for the grouping of fire signs, just to see what themes need to be brought into alignment. And there may be more of these throughout May, just as things are developing so quickly and changing so rapidly in the readings that I've been doing personally for people or for the channel. There's just been so many themes of things shifting. So I'm going to do the shuffling a little differently today, because I'm going to be using my 5-card alignment spread. So I really just want, 5 cards, thank you. 5 cards to read very clear messages for you. So I'm going to be cutting the deck and taking the top 5 cards. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see what's going on for the fire signs. Okay, again, see, it's not a surprise. We've got the 2 of Swords in reverse. So again, very similar. I just did the earth sign reading. You're in a situation right now, fire signs, where there's a choice ahead of you that you're feeling challenged to deal with. Okay, there's a choice, a decision, an issue, something in your mind that you need to come to terms with, or sort of manage somehow. We'll get more clarification as we go, but there's a refusal. There's a challenge here. You're feeling really challenged to address this. This is what needs to be brought into balance. The first card in this reading, the first card in this spread is for what is the issue or area that requires alignment or balance. And so you've got the 2, right? You've got 2 swords here, and you need to choose between them, and it's challenging you. Now, let's see what's going on here. Page of Swords has appeared in the position for the process you're on. So the Page of Swords really reminds me a lot of the pages do, of the Fool, in the sense that you're sort of at a place, especially in the Swords, very childlike curiosity. Okay, so you're at a process here where you're on the path potentially to understanding yourself on a mental level very deeply. Okay, this card is air sign energy, so it's mental. You can think think Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? This is a sign where this is a process that you're on where things can no longer be conceived in the way that they're being conceived. So you're starting new mental shifts. So the process you're on is one where you can see you're really shifting, right? So you're going from the 2, you're presently at the 2 of Swords, and you're on the process of the Page of Swords, where he has 1 sword. So you're being led down a path where you have to choose a sword. You have to shift mentally about something. You have to choose, you have to make a decision. You can't be in a state of paralysis anymore with this, okay? A choice must be made, right? Now, wow. So many interesting cards for you here, fire signs. The reason you're in a situation where you're facing something that you need to choose is because you're summoning up a new path for yourself. Okay, you are changing how you've got the Ace of Pentacles, very auspicious card, where it's like a new beginning is forming for you with respect to a sense of your identity. I was looking at the camera. Your sense of identity is shifting. Your sense of who you are. Like I said, this is like the card for the Fool. You are on the path of self-discovery, and it's shifting. And you're stuck in a place where you're like, oh my God, what's happening exactly? And it's the beginning. You're starting to formulate a new sense of things, and it's causing a mental shift, and you're having a challenge shifting. Okay, fire sign, this is all very interesting energy for you. believe this. So the action you're being guided towards is the Ace of Swords in reverse. What? So the Ace of Swords in reverse is really saying to you that, you know, this is an inner conflict. Look at the way the sword's pointing inwards. This is between you and you, fire sign. Like all these cards suggest. I just love when the messaging is so clear from Spirit. Thank you so much. I mean, I just have to show you all these cards, even though I keep showing them to the camera. I need to put them out for you to see with the little men here. Okay, so the thing that needs to be brought into balance is this lack of decision making. Okay, there is a challenge in your ability to process this shift that's happening because you're on, you know, you're on the process of self-discovery. You're beginning to understand yourself in a new way. And that's happening because your whole sense of identity is starting over. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is beautiful energy. And then the guidance in terms of action, what's the action that needs to happen? The action that needs to happen is a mental exercise of you going in deep and looking inward at yourself to look at your mental constructs that are currently there. So when I say mental constructs, I mean things like, what are the laws that govern how you see yourself? What are the beliefs you hold about yourself, right? What are the I am statements in your mind about yourself? What are you saying? What is the inner storyline? It's changing. It's changing. And I'm not even surprised because really all the readings have been shifting everyone down a path where it's like everyone is discovering themselves brand new. And that makes sense when you think about what's going on in the world right now. Everyone is in a better position to make these inquiries because life has changed. Everyone has been thrust out of autopilot in a sense, and sort of everyone is waking up to who they are. And so are you, fire sign, and everything is changing for you. I mean, I just, like, you can't make this up, right? So, wow. So the fifth and final card is the guidance. Wow. You know, this was the action card for the earth sign. The same exact card. And I shuffled so much in between. I promise. I shuffled with my hands, and then I smear the cards all over my table and shuffle them that way too, just so that it's very well mixed. And here it is. So the guidance you're being given is to adopt a sort of a gratitude attitude about giving and receiving and being present in the present moment. And see, there's 6 pentacles, okay? You are on the process here, we said, of shifting mentally, right? And the truth behind that is because your sense of security is starting all over again. But when we look at the guidance, we get to the 6. So when we look at the 6 of Pentacles, it's really a time where things are in balance. So there is a balanced sense of give and receive. There is a balanced sense of you understanding the ideas of that there's enough for everyone. This card almost says to me, I am enough. Like, as I was saying, you know, asking the questions, when you ask yourself, who am I? And your whole sense of identity has shifted. This card comes to suggest to you that I am enough. You are enough, fire sign. Your final guidance is so beautiful. I almost feel a little teary because it's so lovely. It's such a good guiding light for you to believe. I am enough. You can do all of this. You can become this new sense of yourself. You are enough. You have a balanced, you're being guided to have a more balanced outlook on who you are and how you interact with the physical world, and that you're enough. You're enough. Everything you require, the pathway to everything you require is open. You just have to believe that. Wow. So I want to pull a card here for you for your words of encouragement here, because the thing holding you back in this process is right here. We need to bring that into balance. We need to bring that Two of Swords into a place where you come into an acceptance. How can we help the fire sign? Oh, that came out fast. Endless possibilities is what came out, card 38. So again, right? Everything you require, the pathway to everything you require is open. The possibilities are endless. This is not black and white. This is not black and white. This is the beginning of a whole new you. You cannot predict this in your mind. Don't even try. Don't even try. Because, you know, just be open. What you're imagining could be like this tiny little thing, and then what the universe has in mind for you is endless, right? Like it's all brand new, fire sign. You're going down a new path, and the guidance you were given here was to get into a balanced idea of give and receive, feeling abundant, feeling I am enough. Even if that's what you say to yourself, you know, all day long, I am enough, I am enough. The pathway to all I require is open and accessible to me continually. You know, say to yourself these things instead of saying to yourself maybe things like, I can't handle this. I don't know what to do. I'm lost. I don't want to deal with this. I'm frozen. I'm broken. I'm lost. No, you're not. You just don't. It's unfamiliar. It's just all very unfamiliar. Ooh, I'm shaking things. It's all very unfamiliar. The work needs to be done internally. Don't look to the external world for solutions on this. You are the one that holds all the answers, because what has to happen ultimately is a shift in your mental perspective about who you are. Who you are. And the possibilities are endless, my friend. The second you start asking yourself, what can I become and who am I? And if you're open to receiving the guidance and the answers for that, it truly is an endless stream of possibilities for you. Wow, fire signs, what a beautiful reading. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this reading has resonated for you and you would like a personal reading, my email's in the description below. Okay, take care, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Blessings to you on this month of transformations. Okay, take care, everyone.